named for its elegant, elongated horns. The scimitar horned oryx is no longer found in the wilds of its North African habitat, but it can be found here in the hilly countryside of southwestern Virginia at the Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute. SCBI research scientist Buddha Pokurinti says the oryx's unusual horns are likely the reason for their demise.
As you can see, these animals are beautiful looking. They're truly charismatic animals. And unfortunately, people do have a weakness for collecting trophies. This is the sad part for some of these species where people, traditionally there used to be hunting. Where things have gone out of control is when the hunting capacity has skyrocketed. Where traditional hunters maybe used bow and arrow to kill or capture them, these days people use semi-automatic and multi, where you can actually go in and spray bullets and kill a number of animals in a very short span.
Fortunately for the species, zoos around the world had collected some of the animals decades ago before they became extinct in the wild. And that, says SCBI Director Steve Montfort, holds out the possibility of the oryx's reintroduction to its natural habitat.
After they went extinct, all of a sudden these 40 founders, these individuals that were unrelated from the wild, became this incredible resource for stocking the world's populations in other breeding facilities, but also as a resource for potential reintroduction.
The Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute is situated on nearly 1,300 hectares of land about an hour's drive from Washington, but its outreach is global.
Yeah, our researchers work in different countries and continents, and Africa is one of those areas where we work, in places like Gabon and also other parts of northern Africa, East Africa and southern Africa. So, for example, we try to identify projects where we think we can add particular value with our scientific expertise. We're science-based organizations, so our primary role is in science and discovery, and then using that to solve conservation problems.
Note that emphasis on science. SCBI is a state-of-the-art facility that has the ability to freeze DNA and sperm samples from endangered animals around the world, which Buddha Pokurinti says may be used for research, reproduction, or for introducing some new genes into certain populations.
We have a number of these samples that have been frozen from various species. This goes back starting all the way to the 1980s. And we continue to collect and bank samples. This includes sperm, embryos, sometimes skin biopsies, and also in the future possibly start preserving some eggs, which are immature eggs or mature eggs over time.
Reproductive science is crucial to the recovery of species such as the scimitar horned oryx and the dama gazelle, also found at the Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute. This beautiful animal is the largest and rarest of gazelles. In the same area, SCBI houses one of its 5 Persian onagers, a type of wild ass native to Iran that is extremely endangered. But zoos around the world may help ensure these animals' survival by providing a sort of dating service.
You can't just breed randomly, otherwise you'd end up with inbreeding. So we developed these concerted programs that were designed like eHarmony for endangered species, if you want to put it that way. So when we finally reintroduce animals to the wild, we're not just putting any generic copies of the same animal out there, we're putting as much diversity into the reintroduced population as possible. That helps their survival long term.
The Smithsonian's reproductive research in collaboration with other institutions recently paid off with the births of a pair of cubs born to 2 different female cheetahs at the facility. Although these incredibly fast cats are endangered, the cubs will not be reintroduced into the wild.
Right now we don't have a reintroduction program from our captive facilities into the wild. There are facilities in southern Africa that do re-release animals that have been in captivity for even long periods of time, and they've been relatively successful.
The cheetah's births, like others though, help maintain a sustainable captive population of endangered animals in North America and provide researchers with more insight into reproductive habits in the wild. Rebecca Ward, VOA News.